Inside you, there's a sanctuary, a luminous space where your energy can breathe, reorganize, and remember. The inner sanctuary meditations are not just guided journeys, they are living activations that teach your body how to receive, how to stabilize high frequency and softness, how to feel safe while you expand. Each time you enter, you strengthen the bridge between your nervous system and your soul's blueprint. This is where your upgrades actually land. This is how integration becomes embodiment. Join me inside the inner sanctuary, a temple within your own breath, a place to return to wholeness again and again. You can enter through the show notes. I'll see you on the inside. Welcome to Grounded is the New Sexy, the podcast where we flip the script on what it means to truly be attractive in today's world. Here, we believe that true beauty comes from within, and that cultivating a strong, centered inner world is the key to feeling free, empowered, and fully alive. So settle in, take a deep breath, and let's redefine what makes you shine from the inside out. Welcome back to Grounded is the New Sexy. Find a soft space to land today with me. Maybe it's your couch or your bed or your favorite chair, but wherever you are, settle in and let's just take a slow breath together. This one feels quieter today. It's the kind of conversation that doesn't need to be filled. It just really wants to be felt. Today we're talking about the edge, that tender and confusing edge between solitude and isolation. Because for those of us walking this spiritual path, that edge gets blurry and we crave space, yet that space can sometimes start to feel like distance. And we long for sovereignty, but sometimes it tastes a little like loneliness. Solitude is sacred. And it's when your own energy finally becomes audible again that you can hear yourself think and feel and breathe without the static of other people's expectations. It's where your frequency reroutes into truth. But isolation begins when that space stops feeling like expansion and starts feeling like more like a wall. When you start believing that no one can meet you here and that being misunderstood means you're meant to be unseen, that connection costs too much. And I know this all too well. Because the line in between these two things isn't external, it's energetic. It's the difference between I choose to be here and I have to be here. In my own seasons of solitude, I've noticed how easily they can drift. One day I'm grounded and I'm writing, painting, feeling, source through like every breath. And then the next day I'm scrolling and I'm quiet, not because I'm peaceful, but because I just feel kind of numb. And that's the moment I know I've crossed the line. That's when it's time to breathe life back in. The key is remembering that sovereignty doesn't mean separation. You can be wildly self-sourced and still open, still connected, still human, and you can honor your need for silence without exiling yourself from belonging. The awakened path doesn't ask us to be hermits forever. It asks us to be discerning about when to retreat and when to return, and having a deeper understanding of our own energy in relation to the world. And that's can be a weird thing to navigate, especially when most of us probably haven't spent a lifetime doing so. So when we do retreat, to do it as a devotion, not defense. So this is a very nuanced conversation, and one that really asks us to tune in deeply to the energy behind why we are doing what we're doing. And this is the whole point of, having a more soulful connection with our own inner guidance, our own soul, our own intuition, is understanding the behind the scenes of our actions. So I'd love to take us through a bit of a journey. So if you can, close your eyes, if it's safe to do so, and feel the earth beneath you, the steady pulse of her presence. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath deepen. Imagine yourself sitting in a quiet forest clearing. The air is cool. The fire before you is steady. This is your solitude, your temple space. Now, from that quiet, feel a soft golden thread extend outward from your heart. It's not a tether, it's not a hook. It's a pulse of connection, moving gently through the collective field, reaching those who are also sitting by their own fires tonight. You don't have to see them, you just feel them, like kindred spirits glowing across the distance. Whisper softly from your heart, I am sovereign, and I belong. I am alone, and I am held. I am the bridge between solitude and connection. Breathe that in. Let it root into your cells, this knowing that your aloneness is not exile. It is your sacred recalibration. And connection, real connection, will always meet you when you are true. When you're ready, open your eyes gently and notice what is softened. Notice what has returned. If this reflection found you in a season of solitude, may it remind you you are not forgotten. You're simply remembering yourself. You're never truly isolated. You're orbiting within the web of all of us remembering together. So, I'd love to take us through a bit of a journey. So, if you can, close your eyes, if it's safe to do so, and feel the earth beneath you, the steady pulse of her presence. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath deepen. Imagine yourself sitting in a quiet forest clearing. The air is cool. The fire before you is steady. This is your solitude, your temple space. Now, from that quiet, feel a soft golden thread extend outward from your heart. It's not a tether, it's not a hook. It's a pulse of connection, moving gently through the collective field, reaching those who are also sitting by their own fires tonight. You don't have to see them. You just feel them, like kindred spirits glowing across the distance. Whisper softly from your heart, I am sovereign and I belong. I am alone and I am held. I am the bridge between solitude and connection. Breathe that in. Let it root into your cells, this knowing that your aloneness is not exile. It is your sacred recalibration. And connection, real connection, will always meet you when you are true. When you're ready, open your eyes gently and notice what is softened. Notice what has returned. If this reflection found you in a season of solitude, may it remind you, you are not forgotten. You're simply remembering yourself. You're never truly isolated. You're orbiting within the web of all of us remembering together. Until next time, stay grounded, stay sovereign, and keep building the temple. If today's episode resonated with you, I invite you to take this work even deeper with my free guided meditation. It's a simple, beautiful practice that will help you anchor into stillness and connect with the vast intelligence within you. You can download it now at christylittleartist.com/free-meditation, or you can click on the link in the show notes. If you try it, I'd love to hear how it felt for you. Send me a message on Instagram at christylittleartist and let me know. Thank you for being here, for sharing your energy, and for showing up for yourself today. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for joining me on Grounded is the New Sexy. I hope today's episode offered you a moment of clarity, a spark of inspiration, or simply a reminder to be gentle with yourself. True strength and beauty come from within, and every step you take towards grounding yourself and creating inner freedom is a powerful one. If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. It helps others find the show and join our community. And if you're feeling called to dive deeper, check the show notes to learn about ways we can work together on this journey. Until next time, stay grounded, stay free, and remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Take care. I'll see you in the next episode.